Welcome to the Book of Life, a show about Jewish books, music, film, and web. I'm Heidi Estrin. The Book of Life is a podcast service of the Feldman Library at Congregation B'nai Israel in Boca Raton, Florida. Additional support comes from the Association of Jewish Libraries. Lerner Publishing is the all-Jewish, all-the-time imprint at Lerner. During Book Expo 2014, I spoke to Lindsay Matvick about Lerner's Jewish content and to Joni Sussman at Carben to explore the highlights of their completely Jewish catalog. Okay, I'm here with Lindsay Matvick at Lerner Publishing. So tell us about these Jewish titles you've got coming out.
Well, one title that we're pretty excited about is called Where's My Tushy? And it's a very cute book. The illustrations are absolutely adorable in it. And basically, the Tushies all decide to take a vacation. So what are you supposed to do without a Tushy? Can you sit down? It's a very hard thing to do. So we're really excited. It's very cute. We definitely recommend that you check it out. It's kind of a laugh out loud, great read aloud title. So that's Where's My Tushy?
Who's the author?
That is by Deborah Aronson, and it's illustrated by Ivica Stevanovic.
Cool. And then you have another title coming out?
We also have Lightning's Run, and that is actually part of a high-low series. So it's written for reluctant readers. It's written at the 4th grade reading level, and it's aimed at grades 6 through 12.
Okay, and what is that about?
It's kind of like Fight Club meets Gangs of New York. So all of the books in the Bare Knuckle series are set in New York, kind of a tough boxing club, and in Lightning's Run, the main character is actually a Jewish immigrant. So it's all about the city life, the street life, and kind of what they do to survive in this really rough community.
Sounds exciting.
It is. We're very excited about it, and like I said, Gangs of New York fan, go for it.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm here with Joni Sussman at Carben, a division of Lerner. And, of course, this is all Jewish books, so we're not going to go through every single book in the booth, but tell us some of the most exciting things.
We've had some really wonderful books for 2014, and one is The Whispering Town, and you may even have seen this one reviewed in the New York Times right around Pesach. It's a story about a Danish fishing village and how they save their Jewish community, and it has graphic novel-style art by a young Italian artist, and that one got a starred review in Publishers Weekly, and it's, as I said, been in the New York Times, and that one's doing really well for us. And the author did a book signing here at BEA, so we're very excited about that. Another wonderful one from spring is called Elon, Son of Two Peoples. And we've had a lot of requests for multicultural books, and this is an interesting one that's based on a true story of a guy named Solomon Bibo who married a Pueblo Indian princess, and this was a family where the mother was a Native American and the father was Jewish. They were raising kids in 1870s San Francisco, and it's about the bar mitzvah that this young man had in San Francisco, and then he went on to have an Indian coming-of-age ceremony as a young man with his mother's people. The mother was a convert to Judaism, and she wove him a very special talit that had Indian symbols as part of his Native American heritage as well as Jewish symbols. So it's a very beautiful book. It's by Heidi Smith Hyde, who has done several books for us on Jewish American history, and this one also has had wonderful reviews, and we've been very excited about that one.
And that's a true story?
That is based on a true story of Solomon Bibo, yes, and there's an author's note at the back, a historic note, and Carben loves doing stories like that that have a basis in reality, and especially in American Jewish history, which we think is really important, so that's one that we really love. We had another one that's very interesting called New Month, New Moon, and this is a Rosh Chodesh book. There aren't many Rosh Chodesh stories out there. This is part of our series about nature in Israel and Jewish holidays. And other books in that series were Harvest of Light, which was about Hanukkah, Sukkot Treasure Hunt, Cheesecake for Shavuot, where the kids raise the wheat and milk the goat and make cheesecake for Shavuot. In this one, New Month, New Moon, they go to Machtesh Ramon in the Negev desert, and they learn about the moon and about the Jewish calendar and how that relates to Rosh Chodesh. It's a beautiful photo essay book. Coming up new for fall, we've got a couple others that I'll just mention here. One of them is called Goldie Takes a Stand, and it's the true story about Golda Meir as a little girl, 9 years old, living in Milwaukee, a lovely, bossy little girl who decides to raise money for textbooks for her little friends, and she and her young girlfriends, which is interesting because this was, in the 20s in the United States, this young girl figures out a way bravely to make money for these kids, and this is a young girl who later becomes the Prime Minister of the State of Israel. So it's a lovely story because it's true. It's written in first person, so it's Golda Meir talking to her friends, and I think young girls and certainly young boys too can see that you can make a difference even when you're a little kid, and you never know what a little kid is going to grow up to do. And then I'd also mention a couple of others. One of them is a charming one called Bubby's Belated Bat Mitzvah. And this sort of capitalizes on what we've been reading, again, about women coming into their own in the Jewish community, and Bubby's, in this case, a 95-year-old great-grandmother, with the help of her granddaughter, has a bat mitzvah, learns to read Torah with the encouragement of the child. So it's the child teaching the great Bubby, and then in the end, the great Bubby also reads Torah for the great-granddaughter's bat mitzvah, based on a true story, and there's a photo of the actual Bubby in the book at the end, and it's very charming. Awesome. We have a lot of other books here, and I would love to go through my whole catalog, but those are really some that are standouts, but we have many lovely things. They're all on our website at carbon.com, and certainly we would welcome everybody to come and have a look.
Well, thank you, Joni. It's always a pleasure to see what exciting new things you're coming out with.
Well, thanks very much, Heidi. I appreciate the opportunity to tell you about our books.
There are so many ways to connect with the Book of Life. Fan us at facebook.com/Book of Life Podcast. Follow us at twitter.com/Book of Life Pod. Email us at bookoflifepodcast@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail at 561-206-2473. You can also listen to the latest episode by phone at 916-313-3820. And of course, find links to everything at bookoflifepodcast.com. The Book of Life is a podcast service of the Feldman Library at Congregation B'nai Israel in Boca Raton, Florida, at cbiboca.org, and is supported in part by the Association of Jewish Libraries at jewishlibraries.org. Our background music is provided by the Freilach Makers Klezmer String Band at freilachmakers.com. Thanks for listening, and happy reading.